All right, now we're joined by the forward Summer Yates. Summer, just initial thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, I think it was good to build off our last game. I thought things went really well. I thought we dominated, and it's just getting the last piece together. So I think just keep building on this, and we're going in the right track.
Awesome.
Summer, Corey was just in here talking about kind of starting the games a little bit better. The first two games has been kind of slow starts, and then first half hour tonight, it seemed like just kind of feeling things out. How did you kind of feel just from your perspective, especially in the offensive third, just kind of working through some of the slow starts?
Yeah, I think the first 10, 15 minutes, I feel like they were a little bit on top of us, and I think that's something we need to work on, just starting games faster. But overall, in the rest of the first half, I felt like we really found our groove, and we were really dominating towards the end of the first half, getting shots off, staying in their side of the half. And, I think things went well, and we carried that into the second half, and I think the second half was really good performance from the whole group.
Michael.
Summer, it felt like the last maybe 15 minutes of the first half, you guys kind of figured out Denver a little bit and started getting more possession and more chances. What did you guys learn from this first meeting with this new expansion team?
Yeah, I think it's fun to play new teams, players that we haven't seen before, and former players that we do know. So it was cool just to see how the game went and feel them out. I mean, we got to play them again, so it's cool to see how different styles of play are. But yeah, I think we had a good performance tonight, and I just hope we build off it for next week.
Luis.
Hi, Summer. You were involved in a lot of moments in the link and play between the mids and forwards. What stood out about your individual battles that you had? Maybe any key duels that swung your momentum? Thank you.
Yeah, I think my shot definitely helped me gain a little bit more momentum, but just getting on the ball for me is what I have the most joy doing, and I think that's my strength for this team is just trying to get on the ball as much as I can, playing our forwards in and just trying to create. And I think that's what Seb and them see that as a role for me, so I'm trying to continue doing that and just basically just having fun in the attack and bring my creativity and hope to get goals, assists, and all those things, yeah.
Awesome.
Summer, speaking of the forwards, you've had two players straight out of college, and Seven and Soleil, kind of interchanging, tonight a lot of time with Soleil, last game a lot of time with Seven. What have you kind of seen from their play early on? Obviously, you've been in their shoes before. What kind of advice have you kind of given them so far?
Yeah, I think they've done great. I think they fit right in. Soleil is super fast. Seven is very technical. They both have their great qualities. And, I mean, especially for Seven starting 2 games back-to-back as a rookie, that's hard to do. And she's taking it within stride. And Soleil coming into games and being a dangerous player for us is awesome. And, that's the speed we need up front. So I think, they both done great. And my advice to them is, hey, we're just playing soccer. We're just having fun. Just play like we're kids again. And they've been great. They've been great addition to our team. So,
Michael.
Summer, what was the talk in the locker room like after the game? After these 2 games at home, would you probably played well enough to get 2 wins, but it just the ball wasn't going in?
Yeah, definitely last week was hard. It was hard. We all felt like we should have won that game. So that's something you kind of have to swallow and just grow from. And today, like Seb said, it's just time for us to show our character. And for us, getting that goal back was a character step for us in the right direction. It's we know the goals are going to come, and we're just trying our best to keep clean sheets. And I think that's the next thing we need to just work on to move forward.
Awesome.
Summer, kind of going off that last game, you guys had 22 shots. This game, you had 23 shots.
Yeah.
I mean, just seeing the kind of peppering of the goal, creating those chances, I mean, that does do something a little bit for the confidence, right? That does help. You just need to see the ball go in the back of the net. How much does that kind of feed in just game to game of just confidence?
Yeah, I think, creating chances is hard to do, and we're leading the league right now in creating chances, which is awesome for us. And, we're just keep trying to pepper them and keep them on their toes. And we feel like the chances, the chances we get are going to be finished. And Barbara did an amazing job getting in front of her defender today and finishing. And we're I think she's going to score 2-3 hat tricks this year. I think she's doing awesome. I think we're getting into the groove of things. And as a front line, being able to create is the most number one thing that we're trying to do. And now we just need to have the last piece of the puzzle and just finishing.